Hi, room one. Yesterday, you remember that we got out our chapter 1 and our new Go Math materials, okay? So it looked like this. Now, if you remember, we tore out like a few pages at the beginning. So if you missed that, I would go back and watch it so you know which pages. But one of the first pages was this little booklet. And so since today is Tuesday, September 22nd, it's officially the first day of fall. I always tell the kids it's kind of hard to teach the seasons in California because we have such nice weather. We don't always have, it's hard to tell. Fall hasn't quite hit yet, right? It still feels like summer. But in other parts of the country, the leaves are turning colors already, and after they turn colors to orange, brown, yellow, they're going to fall out in red, and they're going to fall off the trees, right? But right now that's not really happening so much here, but it will in another month or so, right? But let's go ahead and just read this really quick. It just says Fall Festival, and there's a cute little squirrel playing in the leaves. And the first page says fall is here. What do you see? One big apple tree. So they're using the numbers. So it's going to be a little cute little story with the numbers 1 through 5. So this is an apple tree. Kind of hard to see the apples. Do you see it? Okay. So normally when you think of an apple tree, it's green. But in the fall, the leaves turn colors. And that's the time that you pick the apples, right? Fall is here. What do you see? 2 pumpkins for you and me. So now we're counting to 2. We had 1 apple tree and 2 pumpkins, 1 cute little squirrel. And in October, it's definitely going to be fall, and that's when we're going to start seeing pumpkins, right? I'm going to turn the page. Fall is here. What do you see? Bales of hay, 1, 2, 3. Where I used to live in Washington State, they would always cut the hay in the summer and then roll the bales, and then in the winter when it snowed, they would have hay for their animals. Fall is here. What do you see? 4 leaves falling from a tree. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's a cute little squirrel again. Yeah. Fall is here. What do you see? 5 stalks of corn. Do you see me? Here's a cute little squirrel, and here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stalks of corn. Corn on the cob. Yummy, yummy. Okay, and so anyways, I do see the sight word see in there, and that was our sight word last week. So maybe you guys could look for, if you're reading it or somebody's reading this to you, maybe you could look for the word see and circle it. On this page it says write about the story. Here's some words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have kind of introduced all of those words. And so if you do want to draw a picture or tell a little number story, you can. But I'm going to put this off to the side. Okay, and then there's a little fun counting page on the back. I'm not going to do that. It's super easy. You've got the 4 bales of hay, find the number 4. You got the 5 corn stalks, find the number 5. 3 pumpkins, circle the number 3. 1 tree, circle the number 1, and 2 leaves. Okay, I'm going to put this over here. Okay, now remember, we tore off that cover, and there were a few other pages that I said you could either throw away or do. And so what we're going to be doing right now, I'll write this page, is starting on page 17 down here at the bottom, okay? And so yesterday we used the counters to do the numbers 1 and 2, and then now they're showing us with Unifix cubes, which we have. If you want to get your basket of Unifix cubes out, put a green one there and 2 blue ones. But all this is tracing. So you just have to trace. Now I know it looks like there's room for the number 1 in between, but you really don't have to, okay? And then trace O and E. Now I know, right now we did this, didn't we? We've done it for the first 4 weeks of school. I just thought it'd be good, since not all the kids have these materials, be a good week to review. And just, that's all it is, was tracing. So in the classroom, we would be using this. This would be our main source of math. And then the other packets that we put together would be more like homework and just supplemental. Okay, so again, just tracing. You see the 1 blue cube. You see 2 red cubes. Now down here, you have to write down your own number. So now this is good practice because we didn't write the numbers that much, right? And lots of kids need practice, especially when the number's on the lines. So now you're just going to do this like you would a homework page. Okay, you got 1 pencil box, you got 2 glue sticks. You can see why this usually we would do the first month of school. 2 markers, school supplies, 1 scissors, 1 paint, 2 glues. And then I will read this. I have to put my glasses on to read it though. Okay, on the back of this page it says, draw to show what you know about the numbers 1 and 2. Write the number beside each drawing. Tell a friend about your drawing. So how about this? Let's do about the number 1. What do we know? How about one apple tree? Make one tree and write the number 1. Okay, I could even put 1 apple in it right there. Okay, and for the number 2, why don't we do 2 apples since we're doing apples this week? We could make both of them red, or we could do 1 red and 1 green. Now don't do 3 because this is just, I'm going to put faces on them. Okay, way up high in the apple tree, 2 little apples smiled down at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came the apples, and were they good. Now this next one, the one that has no color on it, that is one that I would have just sent home for homework. So we would have done all those pages in class, and then these pages would have gone home in the homework packet. Since we're not doing homework packets, you guys have enough work to do, don't you? I'm just going to throw that away. If your child wants to do it, that's fine. So these are the pages that we're doing today, okay? It's only 2 pages, but it's front and back. You don't have to take a picture of all of them. If you just take a picture of one of those pages and send it to me, then I know that you watched the video and I know that you did the work today, okay? And then tomorrow we'll do this. I told you we'll go through it really fast because it's all review. Okay, I'm gonna hold those up again. All right, good job, you guys.